Hello, so I am making an old school cake, chocolate, Hershey's, this old school. I have my flour, my baking soda in here. Here is my sugar. I'm gonna put my sugar, my dry ingredients. I'm using 2 sticks of butter, 1 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm using 2 eggs. I'm using 2 butters, even though you see 1, I'm using 2. And I'm using 1 cup of water. And this is the old school chocolate cake that I'm making. And my pans have already been buttered down, greased, and floured down. I will put the ingredients in the description box. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I'm going to whisk my dry ingredients together, which is sugar, baking soda, flour, and a little bit of salt. Okay, I'll whisk that together. Okay, so in my pot I have 2 sticks of butter. I'm going to add 1 cup of water. I'm going to let this simmer. And I'm going to add my cocoa. I'm going to whisk it until it's formed like a liquid. I'm going to whisk it until it's formed like a liquid. And this is going to go into my dry ingredients. Yes. Okay. Once this starts to simmer, it's going to go into my dry ingredients. And then we're going to whisk that. Okay, so my butter, chocolate, and water is simmered together. Now I'm going to pour this into my dry ingredients, which is my sugar, a little salt, and flour, and baking soda. And once again, this is my first time making. First time ever. Okay, pour this into my dry ingredients and we're gonna whisk it. I'm gonna whisk it together. Okay, so now I'm going to pour in my chocolate, a little bit at a time. My chocolate, which is my water, my Hershey's chocolate butter. Yes, stir this in slowly until it comes together. Then I'll add my egg and sour cream last. I'm gonna stir it in and my vanilla last. Okay. Yeah, this is my first time making a homemade chocolate cake. Ooh, that looks good. Okay. Whisk that in there. I'm gonna add the rest of the chocolate. Okay, I'm gonna pour the rest in here. All right. And you don't need a mixer. You don't need a mixer. Just go whisk that in here. You don't need a mixer at all. Okay. Okay, now that I whisked that in there really well, I'm going to add my eggs. 2 eggs. 1 at a time. 1 at a time. Whisk that in there. This is chocolatey. Chocolatey. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Add my other egg. Then I'm going to add my sour cream. And then I'm going to add my vanilla. Right there. First time ever making a chocolate cake from scratch. By myself. I made it with my grandmother, but this is by myself. And whisk this in here. Then the sour cream. Now I'm going to add my sour cream and whisk that in there. I'm going to add my sour cream. This is a 1/2 cup. And again, The ingredients will be in the description. The ingredients will be in the description. There she is, the sour cream. All right, I'm gonna whisk that in there. Oh, that looks so rich and so chocolatey. And this is an easy recipe. So easy. A 6th grader can make it. You don't need a mixer. Okay, so now that I got this mixed all in here, I'm tired. So now that I got this all mixed in here, I'm going to pour it into my grease pans. 8-inch pans. I'm going to bake for 50 minutes. My oven is preheated to 350. Okay. All right. I forgot one thing, y'all. Yes. The vanilla. I'm just going to eyeball it. The vanilla. There you are, vanilla. Pouring into my grease pan. I already poured the other one. I'm just gonna make this even, make sure it's even. Okay. Pan is really greased. Okay. Let's make it, make sure it's even. We'll go tap them like we usually do. Okay, I'm gonna put you in the oven. Be putting y'all in the oven. Okay, and we'll be right back. Okay, my chocolate cake batter is in the oven now. Okay, let's check on my chocolate cakes. I'm using a fork. I don't have a toothpick. Put that fork in there. It's clean. And it's clean. Okay, I'm gonna take them out, put them on my cooling rack. Look at my chocolate cake. They're so pretty. Okay, here are my chocolate cakes. I got them cooling by the window. It's hot today, so I'm gonna let that cool air, natural air, let them cool. Let's get started on our chocolate buttercream now. Let's get started. Now, this is from scratch, okay? Nothing box about this, okay? Yes. Okay, we're gonna get started on our chocolate buttercream. All right, so I'm not measuring, eyeballing, and I am going to actually make it where how firm it is with my whisk. On a whisk, I'm not going to use a blender. I'm going to put my powdered sugar in here, also known as confectioner's sugar. I'm not measuring. I'm going to put my chocolate in here. Okay. And I'm just going to make my buttercream. This is going to be my buttercream. Okay, here is our buttercream. I'm going to add more confectioner's sugar because I want it thick. I don't want it like, you know, too thin. I want it like thick, so yeah. Okay. And I'm going to pipe this on my cake, chocolate cake. So I did use 1 pound of butter. And this is going to be rich. Add more chocolate. This is a chocolate cake. Add more chocolate. Okay. And here is my chocolate buttercream. I'm going to whisk it a little bit more. Okay. Okay, I have started turning my cake over, and this is how it looks. Now, most people cut this part off, but I'm not. I'm sorry, I can't see. Most people cut this part off. I'm not cutting that part off. I'm gonna leave it, and as you can see, all right, I'm going to turn this over, but I need both hands, so I'll be back. Beautiful. Okay, so here are my cakes. Look how moist it is. Yes. First time, and this is from scratch. Okay, I'm gonna let these cool. I'm gonna go back to my buttercream, and you will see the end result. Okay, let's go back to our buttercream. I added some more powdered sugar because I want it to be thick. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more cocoa powder. All right, I'm gonna whisk this up and I'll be back. And here is my homemade Hershey's special dark chocolate homemade buttercream frosting. Yep. Go let this sit, and we're waiting for our cakes to cool, and then we're going to ice them up. And this is homemade from scratch, and this is the consistency I like. Okay, so now I'm just going to place a little bit of buttercream onto my cake board here. I've decided to cut this top part off because when I stack my two cakes together, it's a little rocky. So I'm just going to cut this off, and I'll just eat it later because it's a little rocky, that's why. Other than that, I will leave it. Okay, so now I'm going to begin to start icing my cake. Okay, so I'm just going to ice in the middle part. I'm going to put the icing in the middle, and then I'm going to place the other part of my cake on top, and I'm going to let it continue to cool down some. I'm just going to ice it in between smoothly. Okay, my chocolate cake is cooling. Look at that. It's beautiful. Can't wait to icing him up and continue to let cool. Okay, my chocolate cake is now cool. I'm now going to put the buttercream on. Buttercream, just going to put the buttercream. Y'all, this is my first time. This is just so much fun. Oh, it's my first time doing a homemade chocolate cake by myself from scratch. Okay. All right, I'll be back once I icing it. Once I icing it, I will be back. I'm using this knife. Yeah, I also have this bigger knife too. I will be back. Hey, look at my chocolate cake. My first time. Okay, so I'm gonna let it chill in the refrigerator for like maybe 10 minutes, and then I'm going to refrost more chocolate on here, and I'm gonna give it a little bit of decoration. To my knowledge, I'm not a decorator, but the icing, this is 100% buttercream, okay? There's no oil, there's no shortening. This is straight butter and chocolate and confectionist, also known as powdered sugar, and a little vanilla, okay? Yes. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I am going to decorate my cake. Okay, I am going to use these. I had bought these. And I'm just gonna like decorate the sides of my cake. Let me see how that. It would help if I take it off, right? But I'm gonna go like this. Decorate. I'm gonna go like that. See? Like that. There's different designs. Alright, I will be back. There is my lines on my cake. Now I'm going to pipe this on here. I guess I'll be back. Here is my cake. I am not a professional decorator, but this cake is homemade with good, rich ingredients, fresh eggs, no high fructose corn syrup, natural chocolate, butter, not shortening, oil. So now I'm going to decorate. Okay, be back. Okay, so I'm making a little bit of little buttercream icing here. His favorite color is green, so we gonna make this green. Now y'all know I'm not down with the food coloring, but there's nothing wrong with the name to be green. Just a little green. Oh look, I got that on my hand. I don't like that. Okay, so his favorite color is green. Just making green, little buttercream. Gonna write his name on the cake. Yes, a little bit more green. Just a little bit. Oh, there we go. Put this to the side so I won't waste it. Okay. There we go. His favorite color is green. All right, pipe this on the cake and we're gonna be done. Praise God. I just love how my cake came out. So now I'm about to pipe his name and write his name on the cake. Be back. Okay, tell me what you think. I'm not much of a decorator. Happy 12th birthday, Brice. Happy birthday. Okay, so this is how it looks. This is homemade and it's fresh and it's from scratch and it's chocolate. Okay. Yes. My first ever homemade from scratch birthday cake. Well, actually just call it a cake. Okay. Well, happy birthday. Okay, so I added a little bit of touches on it around. Okay. Add a little bit touches on there. Okay. Now we're finished. Happy birthday, Brice. Happy 12th birthday. Yes. Oh, the joy, the joy, the joy of putting these into the dishwasher. Yes, what a joy it's going to be. About to do my Bible study. Get online, do my Bible study. And we're about to put these dishes into the dishwasher, yes. Okay.
God gave me a future. He told me that I was chosen, predestined me for